Good morning, Oxford family. This is Landon Randall, president of Oxford Retirement. Just coming at you guys this morning with a good friend and client, Deborah Gardner. Those of you that were at the recent State of the Economy in January, we had over 700 clients. You got to see Deborah on stage about her upcoming swimming event. And so I just want to do a quick interview. Lots of clients have been reaching out from the State of the Economy, wanting to know more about Deborah's story, what's going on, when she's going to be doing the Catalina Channel swim, right? That's what it's called, right? When that's going to be. And so I thought, what an opportunity to shoot a quick video, get her information out there, why she does it, what empowers her to do it, what gives her the drive to do this, and setting a record, right?
Absolutely.
That's awesome. So I'll jump right in unless you have anything to add, Deb.
No, let's do it.
Okay. So what made you decide to take on the Catalina Channel swim?
To actually decide something big as that is, I decided a long time ago that I wanted to do something extraordinary for myself. Something that I can probably do, but not sure if I can do. You know, always trying to take a risk in life. You just never know what the outcome's going to be. So I wanted something really big and something new and different. And I tried it as a relay a year ago and just fell in love with it. I thought, if I can do a relay, which it was a 6-woman badass marathon women that did this, if I can do that, then why not try a solo?
Okay. So no risk, no reward. So everything in life comes with a risk. So I like it. Yeah, right. Got that one in there. Thanks for setting it up. You're not fully retired, but you have a different, I would say, job than most people do. More of a motivational speaker on stage and travel the country in large groups. You worked the stage really good at our State of the Economy. Actually, one of the better speakers we had that day, including myself. So we'll probably have you again
in 3 minutes.
In January. Right? Yes, it was quick. But some people celebrate retirement with a cruise around a Gulf, or slowly go into retirement to celebrate that. Most people don't go into challenges.
Right.
And I think if there's anything I could add to this, is lots of clients that we see going into retirement, near, at, or in it, start to become more homebodies. They cut back. They were doing stuff day to day, being active with work. And what I see from my perspective is when we don't stay active, we don't stay sharp, we don't take risks, life tends to pass us by, and body tends to fall apart, or mind tends to fall apart. Like everyone that I know that lives into their 90s are not people that stayed at home, that didn't take risk and stayed active. And it wasn't just travel, it was, hey, donating time with my church. Maybe it was a lot of golfing and hanging out with friends, not at the bar per se. But it's people that stay active. So with this challenge that you have coming up, I'm super proud of you, but most people wouldn't pick a 20-plus mile swim in the ocean.
Well, I figured, what else is there out there to do? I mean, I've already golfed, I've already cruised. I mean, retirement today has been a longevity thing, because everybody's, living longer. And so when you're living longer, you're already experiencing life to its fullest. You feel like you've done everything, but I believe you haven't. I just feel that there's always something new and different that you can do. And to fall into the old-fashionedness of, now I'm going to golf and now I'm going to cruise, it's like, come on, there's more to you than just that. You've always had the talent, you've always had the skills. Now it's just a matter of, okay, what's your dream? What is it, something that you have never really had that opportunity to do? Or are you going to just follow the herd? So do something different, to do something, and you have it in you to have the dream that you've always wanted to do. It could be to travel, Europe, and you haven't even done that. Not too many people still haven't even done that. But whatever it is, it's something that you want to do, not what everybody else is doing out there. That's the key, I believe.
Well, I always tell clients, money is just an object. It's a tool to fulfill your purpose of life, right? Everything you built up, your house, your cars, your bank accounts, your IRAs, you're not taking it with you. Right? All we take with us is our memories.
That's right.
And nobody's going to remember you by your size of your IRA or your trust or your 401k or your house, they're going to remember you by your accomplishments and the memories that you created with those people. I love the challenge. Lots of people know I was prior Navy helicopter door gunner, combat search and rescue, open ocean search and rescue. I did go to Class 259 Navy SEAL training. It's all about pushing yourself to your breaking point.
What is your next thing you're going to do, right? What's
I don't
next?
know. This company.
Right?
If it doesn't
and you're
break
doing
me.
a damn good job of it, too.
Thank you.
For sure.
Thank you. But the question is like, did you grow up swimming? Is swimming come natural to you?
Yes, and I've been swimming competitively since I was 7 years old.
Okay.
However, once we get into the work mode and get into that arena.
And now that you're 25.
Yeah, exactly, right? I wish. I wish. It's like one of those things. What if I should have done that back in the day? But that's where it's not too late. I took a 10-year hiatus of swimming and came back to the pool. And what's interesting is sometimes it's not a good idea to go back to what you've been doing, because when I went back to swim in the pool, I still wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it until a friend of mine introduced me to open water. And that changed everything, everything. So sometimes, when people zig, you got to zag. So don't be afraid to try something because you think somebody's going to go, oh, that's silly. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh, you're too old for that. Or, you're not going to make it or anything like that. Don't let people decide. You decide. This is your one life. So I'm taking that challenge just to see what happens, because I believe that I can do this. And it's all about the now, doing what you want to do now. And a lot of people are like, okay, so, what if you don't finish? What if you meet a shark? And when I hear that, I'm like, well, haven't they heard the music? I mean, the Jaws music, didn't they know they were coming? There's always a way to work around things, and excuses are just the evil part of our life. Right. Just don't make excuses. Just do what you want to do, and don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about the circumstances, and take the risk. And hey, you know what? If I don't finish, I can go back and do it again.
I get it. In the middle of the ocean at night is an interesting place to be.
Yes. We start at night, and they say that the English Channel is like the hardest, but then yet a lot of people say the Catalina is the hardest, because the English Channel, you start at 4 a.m. and it gets light really quick. But with the Catalina Island, we start at 11 o'clock at night. Yeah. So I am mostly swimming in the dark.
Yeah, and the great whites breed off of Point Loma too, so they're all out there.
You've been reading things.
I know this very well. I was in San Diego.
Yeah.
So to put it to you, when I'm out there, you have to have the right mindset.
You do.
Right?
Yes.
You can't think about any of that. You're going to see objects and shadows during the day, at night.
Yes.
It's going to be uncomfortable. It's the right mindset, and what I've always told myself when I'm in danger, when I have those moments in life, I believe God has a plan.
Yeah.
And if it's my time, I accept it.
For sure.
Right? Like, I'm willing to take the risk. If it's my time, I know where I'm going. So I'm good with it. If a shark's going to eat me out here, it is what it is.
Right.
I'm not going to change it.
Right.
Worrying about it is not going to change it.
Right.
I'm already in the water.
Right.
I'm here. It is what it is.
Right. I just
take
hope
me
the
if I
shark
need to
takes
go.
my head, not my legs.
Right.
I was like, just take my head first. But I have my family and my husband, of course, are, they're like very scared for me. But but I agree. If my time is my time, at least I'm doing something I enjoy doing, and I took the risk. And that's where a lot of people die, not taking a risk. You're going to die sitting in a chair in your home, which I believe your home is pretty much your coffin, because you spend so much time there trying to, remodel your home so your grandkids can see, who never really do come and visit, or you have to drive that Mercedes or whatever that nobody really sees you in it nor care. Like you said, it's more of the adventure. It's about getting out and doing something different, and I don't think we do enough of that.
Right. This is a good opportunity. This is be a main point of why you would have life insurance in retirement is for things like this.
Exactly.
So, is this the most extreme swim you've ever done?
It is. I've been told I should be doing some other events prior to,
Yeah.
But
You skipped a line and said,
I
I'm
said,
I'm
you know what?
going all in.
I'm running out of time.
Yeah, right,
You know?
right.
I'm on a limited time here. And I have 4 coaches for 4 different reasons, and all of them are saying, you know what, Deborah, you've been swimming since you've been 7. You've got that training background, just like you do. You're just taking it up another notch and trying something new, different. I've tried the triathlon things. I've tried other things. This is the only love that I have now.
Awesome. Tomorrow
Could be a different thing, but today, this is my now.
So what does training look like on a weekly basis? Walk us through that.
It's all different. The workout plan comes from my coach up in San Francisco. It's interesting because you have to prepare for these week by week.
Okay.
And once you perform them I do 20,000 to 40,000 yards a week. And then that's also, I've got the training coach, the strength training side of things. And it changes. But then there could be a week 5 or 6 weeks away where you have a recovery week, which I need at the age of 66. So it fluctuates. And I'm glad, because I'm a Leo. I get bored really easily. It's bad enough I'm going to have to swim 21 miles and come up with songs or things that, to keep myself going. That's that mental part. I'm a big fan of Diana Nyad, who swam from Cuba to Florida, talking about over 100 miles. That's just incredible. And when she said she saw the Taj Mahal under the water, I believe her, because you do start seeing things.
Right. Your mind wanders, right?
Yeah,
for sure. So, but swimming basically every day to stay physically fit, or are you doing other stuff besides swimming?
Yeah, pretty close now.
Okay.
I'm at that build stage, and I'm at the ocean for the next 5 weeks, and then I'll have 2 weeks to taper before the big.
Because we don't have an ocean here to really practice.
No, we don't.
You got
and
Lake
a lot
Pleasant?
of people think a lot of people think that's tough, but actually we have over 300 beautiful lakes in Arizona, and people again don't see a lot of those. But a lot of people from around the world come here to train in these lakes because the water is like 70% mineral. It's very heavy. So by the time I get to the ocean, where it's salt water, I'm more buoyant. So it's a good training ground here in Arizona.
Well, and big different on the lake. I mean, you're not 20 miles from shore. Keeping a point of reference while you're swimming to swim to, so you're not zigzagging and adding 30 more miles to the swim, right?
Well, you have other practicing ways of doing it. You've got a kayak that guides, because you got to work with the kayaker too, as much as the boat. So there's other things that you can do, and your feedings, which happens every 30 minutes, because I burn about 800 to 1,000 calories an hour. So every 30 minutes I have to stop for these feedings, and those feedings have to be quick.
Up to this point, what has surprised you the most in the training? What is the biggest takeaway or learning curve?
That mentally, I think I can do this. At first I didn't think I could, because it takes a lot. I've had, no sacrifice, no success. So I've had to sacrifice in my work, my relationships, things like that. And thank God I've had people that do understand. It's not like I get to swim 21 miles every day. I have to, build and do back-to-back swims for that, and that takes a lot of time. So I've been very blessed to have people understanding the situation.
A supportive team around you.
Very supportive, and supportive sponsors like yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Well. We talk about financial readiness and retirement, but this takes mental readiness, right?
Yeah.
Besides the physical stuff, what are you doing to mentally prepare yourself? Are there books that you read?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, there's a book that I just finished, Dover Solo. It's about a woman that swam the English Channel, and she verbatim just showed her journey, which really, really was helpful for me, because you're always learning. You're always learning because everybody does it differently, and then you try what they do and see if it works. If it doesn't, you try other things. Of course, I do yoga to try to get that mental state, which is hard because I'm the type that has to keep being active, and yoga really slows you down, and that's hard for me to hold myself in one position. But other than that, I meditate quite a bit, quite a bit, and pray.
When you have hard moments in training,
Yes.
what keeps you going?
Well, as you and your team have experienced, the last 3 weeks have been a big, huge setback, with the passing, tragically, of my lovely pet dog. If you're an animal lover, you would understand that. And that I had to come home for that.
It's a child.
Yeah, big time, especially when I don't have children.
Right.
This is my child, and tragically, it was a big, huge setback for me, mentally and physically. And 4 coaches trying to, get me to be motivated was really, really hard. So
I'm glad you brought that up.
you have to do.
Because whenever I've been in a difficult period, whatever I'm doing, whether it was military or post, I think about the worst things that have happened in my life. During those moments, if it's long swims or whatever, the challenging moments, I think about the worst periods and what it took to overcome.
Right.
And then I just replay that in my head, like, hey, this is not compared to that. This is not, you know what I mean?
Right.
When I got to stand on stage, I'm not a speaker like you, right? When I have that state of the economy and there's 700 clients, right?
Yeah.
And they're your clients. If you screw up, they're not your clients, right? Everything is riding on that.
Right. But
To
you
psych
have
myself up.
You have a purpose.
Right.
They are your purpose.
Right.
My team, I mean, this is not a solo swim.
Yeah.
I have a team that is, a total of about 20 people. I've got my 12 crew on the boat. I've got my, my social media group. It's a team effort. And your clients is part of that team.
Yes,
And so
absolutely.
therefore, I have a purpose, you have a purpose. I wonder what everybody else's purpose is.
Right. They need to
the
find
challenge.
it.
Absolutely.
Talk to us more about the event itself. So when is it? And then where do you start? So talk about the whole event so that people could look it up and research it.
Okay, I would love that. It starts in north of Long Beach, called San Pedro, and we leave the boat. We leave on the boat at 7:00 at night. This is October 7th.
Okay.
And so it's a Tuesday. So we jet out to Catalina Island, which takes about 2.5 hours. And we're working the entire time. The team's working, getting me all looped up because I have to make sure I got enough sunscreen on me, which is this it's a white baby rash stuff. So I get it at Walmart in the baby section.
Okay.
Anyway, it's kind of crazy stuff we do. The observers have their rules they have to go over. The pilots have to go through because you have 2 of everything, 2 pilots, 2 observers, because everybody has to switch because they're the lucky ones. They get to sleep.
Right.
I don't, which is going to be so hard because I need my 8 hours of beauty sleep. But I have them to keep me motivated. Once we dock, literally right when the boat stops at Catalina Island, which is near a old Boy Scout camp area, I get in the water right there and start. I have a boat, I have a kayaker, I swim in between. And you can't see anything. When you're boating out there, you might see the LA lights, but once you're in the water, all you see is 2 to 3 foot swells. And the boat and the kayak are all dressed in red and green lights, so I feel like I'm in a water parade going straight down and just looking for the beach.
So you'll be leaving Catalina Island at night?
At night around 10:30, 11 at night when we get there.
Okay, and then you're swimming across the channel, basically.
Correct.
Over to, what's the point?
Back to Smuggler's Cove, which is just north of San Pedro.
Okay.
If the currents and tides take me there,
it
could, you never know
take
what.
you off course a little
it could
bit.
take you off course a little bit, but.
What are you, obviously the biggest thing is not timing, it's just
Right.
completing it, finishing it, right?
Yes.
What are you thinking as far as time? How long do you think this swim is going to take?
Well, after practicing, it's going to take about 13 or 14 hours.
Okay.
My goal is 13, and the reason why is because I do want to beat the 15-hour, which is the gal that was the same age as I was, and so I would like to
Beat her.
to beat that time. Yeah.
So we need to beat 15 hours.
Yeah, we do.
All right.
Yeah.
You got
That's
this.
the key.
You're doing it.
That's the key.
You are doing it. All right. What are you hoping from our clients, the audience, especially other retirees? What do you want them to take away from your story?
That they can do it. You can do it. You can do whatever you want. Again, you only breathe once, and this is it. So just because you're retired doesn't mean, I mean, I believe in, slow down to speed up, but just because you're retired doesn't mean that you quit. You're done at all. If anything, this is the time you have to do what you want to do. This is what you've worked so hard for. Amen. This entire time. Think about when you were young. You're like, oh gosh, I got to work. I can't do this. I can't go here. But now you can.
Right.
So this is the time. Whatever that dream is, say it out loud. Let the universe, help guide you, and let other people help you. Like you. Yeah. Here at Dare to Retire, you all have been so supportive that I'm excited about this.
Yes.
Extremely excited about this.
Well, people may think, oh, well, I can't do this. I don't have the money to go and do this. Right. This is not something I don't think is costing you a lot. No. You get sponsorships,
no.
Right?
Right.
It's swimming. You got entry fees, and I'm sure there's other stuff, right?
Correct.
But there's things in life that don't take a lot of money to go out and have a purpose of life.
No.
A lot of it is helping others.
Yes.
I mean, that's what I'm passionate about, is how many lives can I change before I leave this world?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
How many people can I get through retirement to know that they're going to be okay and relieve that stress so that they can do what you're doing and fulfill the purpose of life? Right? That's what it's about.
Right.
Like you said, you work your ass off for 20, 30, 40 years to get to a point.
Totally.
You for 20, 30, 40 years, you thought about what you were going to do. Don't stop. That's the time to speed it up. That's the time to go, because it goes quick.
Yep.
Like, I can't believe it's already August. Like, where did the year go?
Right.
I feel like I just did the state of the economy. So, and my clients tell me, just wait, Landon, the older you get, the faster it goes. Yeah. And really, you have this period of time, right, between your age right now and maybe mid to late 70s to really do stuff like this, to really enjoy it. Some people are blessed. Maybe they can go a little bit longer, right? But that time that we get to enjoy our retirement and fulfill our purpose of life is short.
Yeah, it is.
And it goes fast. So make sure you guys are living it. Do stuff. Get crazy.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be activity-wise, even though that helps. But if you're into knitting or artwork, you've always wanted to be an artist, it's not too late. Like my mom, who got her degree, her college degree at age 76. She said, you're never too young or too old to hustle. Yeah. So just do it. But a lot of people are afraid to say what they want to do because they think it's just, out there. But you have to say it. You have to make it come real and let people judge you if they want to. But I've had plenty of people, Deborah, you're too old to do this. Well, not according to the Federation, who's excited for me to conquer this goal. They're all over it because it's going to be a new Guinness Book of World Records. And it's not that something that I'm going after. It just so happens. You never know what opportunities are going to pop up when you let other people know what you're going to be doing.
It's absolutely something you're going after.
Exactly.
Get that line right.
I got it.
You want to set the record. You're doing it. Under 15.
And I have people like you to help me, and I've got my crew to help me. So I'm sitting here going, okay, I want to help others too.
Right.
To make this, to finish this, of course, but I also have a great charity that I want to be involved in too, and it's the Southern Cross Service Dogs for Veterans. And I'm really excited about it because that evening of the finish, they're going to have an event right there with their dogs to help celebrate this finish at the same time. So here they're giving back at the same time. So that's awesome. What it's all about. It's not about you sitting in your house or your coffin and just sitting there and watching golf on TV or basketball or movies. It's about getting out, enjoying your family, enjoying your friends, do things that you've never been able to do before.
I hope you guys all heard that. This is not just something that Deb wants to do to complete and passionate about for herself. It's to help others, right? It's about, hey, what is the name of the charity? Southern
Cross.
Southern Cross. Yep. Doing the dogs for the veterans is awesome. The service dogs for veterans. They train
them.
So doing a lot of this to create revenue to help others is what you're doing it for and really passionate about, right? So we'll have the link below in the email if you guys want to donate and learn more about that charity. Great charity. I love it. I love what you're doing.
Thank you. And we'll have a tracker if anybody wants to stay up late at night with me and follow me along.
we will send out more. Deb doesn't have all of the information yet, if they're going to be able to stream or how to follow the tracker and all of this stuff.
Yes.
So as we get closer and she gets more information, we'll definitely be sending it out to everyone. So
And I'd appreciate your prayers at the same time.
Absolutely. Prayers work for sure. So after the swim is over, what comes next? Any other wild post-retirement goals? Or
I'm not stopping there. My ultimate goal is to get a tattoo.
a tattoo? Okay.
That's my ultimate goal. And to get that tattoo, because my husband said he would divorce me if I got one, but there is an exception here. The tattoo that the woman that I met that introduced open water to me had a tattoo of the Triple Crown. And so, although Catalina is a huge, huge undertaking, after that I will probably do the Manhattan 20 bridges, where I actually swim under 20 bridges as the oldest woman to do that too.
All right.
And then the English Channel after that.
Okay.
And once those 3 are done, which are going to take a couple of years,
Yeah.
I will get my tattoo.
Okay. Well, you could get one after this one. I was thinking like your time. Get the tattoo of your time. If you break the world record, right? Get the tattoo of your time. That's that's badass. So very cool. I appreciate you all the time that you've given us, and with our clients to help motivate them to do crazy stuff and get wild and to live life to the fullest.
I hope so. Go for it.
I wish you the best. God bless you and your family.
Thank you.
If there's anything you need, reach out to us.
You already
I'm
have.
so excited for you.
You already have.
Enjoy it.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. And thanks all of you for your support too.
Thank you, guys.